Edo State Governor, Monday Okpebholo on Monday visited Kano State to sympathize with the people of the state over the last Thursday killing of travelers at Oromi town in the Essen northeast local government area of Edo State, when some youths in the Edo community that have been experiencing incessant killings and abductions of the villages by suspected herders stopped a moving Dangote cement truck and found the travelers to be in possession of 19 locally fabricated guns, which some members of the public claimed the travelers were hunters traveling from Port Harcourt in Rivers State to Kano with the guns alleged to be licensed. This, the Nigeria police boss, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetoken, apparently dismissed the allegations that the Dane guns were licensed, and probably described the victims to be in possession of illegal firearms, and thus warned and directed anyone in possession of illegal firearms to surrender such to the nearest police station, and directed the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the Force Criminal Investigation Department FCID, Dig Sadiq Abubakar, to take over the case, with reports indicating that the 14 suspects arrested in connection to the mobbing and burning to death of the travelers, said to be 16 in numbers, may have been transferred to Abuja for police investigation. A video made available on Saturday indicated that the victims were buried at a cemetery in Oromi, with a background voice in the video saying the death toll rose to 19, suggesting some of the victims that were rushed to the hospital could not survive the attack. While the Edo State Governor visited Kano State, the Governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, and the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, in the state urged the government of Edo State to pay compensation to the families of the travelers mobbed and burned to death. Governor Yusuf, who spoke while hosting his Edo counterpart, Monday Okpebholo, called for the prosecution of the suspects and urged the state government to disclose their identities and compensate the families of the deceased. This is a serious tragedy that must not be overlooked. We expect prompt prosecution of the suspects and adequate compensation to the families affected by this act of brutality, Governor Yusuf stated. The Kano State branch of NBA, in a statement issued by its chairperson, Usman Fari, described the incident as a heinous act that must not go unpunished. The government of Edo State must take full responsibility for this tragic incident. Those involved must be prosecuted for murder, and the government must provide adequate compensation to the families of the victims, said Fari. We appreciate the maturity and patience of Kano residents for not resorting to retaliation or reprisal attacks. Justice must be pursued through legal and appropriate channels, the NBA added. Meanwhile, Governor